Hey everyone, Ben here. Now, as sim racers, we're always wanting more. So while I've been loving the new RaceRoom ranked servers since the recent update, already my mind has wandered to how future updates might further improve the sim, and crucially, help keep momentum going into 2026. Of course, sim development is no small task, and I'm realistic enough to know that really big changes like bringing a day and night cycle or dynamic weather are going to take months and months of work. So instead, this video is focusing on the kinds of changes that could be made relatively quickly, that build on the game's existing strengths and could see even more people dip back into the sim or pick it up for the first time. Okay, so firstly, a bit of new content to fill a really big gap in RaceRoom's arsenal. A new, modern spec junior formula car. RaceRoom's current F4 and F3 cars are serviceable, but they are pretty dated and in need of a refresh. New FIA models have been launched in recent years, which provide the perfect inspiration for either a new licensed car or a bespoke Formula RaceRoom car to be developed. Why focus on this tier of racing? Because they're an absolute staple of fun, competitive online racing. Accessible for relative newcomers, these downforce-dependent cars are fast enough to satisfy fans of open-wheel racing while providing some brilliant wheel-to-wheel action. They're among the most popular racing options on services like iRacing, and a new F4 or F3 car could easily become a fixture of the weekly ranked grids that are generating so much excitement on RaceRoom at the moment. So here's hoping we see one arrive in an upcoming quarterly update soon. One thing most users of RaceRoom can agree on is that the track limit system is currently amongst the strictest in all of sim racing. The outcome is that races can become dominated by the accumulation of incident points and slowdown penalties, and even disqualifications for some for what are in reality very minor off-track excursions. Perhaps most concerning is that a system which is clearly geared towards strict consistency ends up incentivizing some drivers to pick up as many off-tracks as they can get away with, while other drivers do their best to stay within the letter of the law. Now, I don't have a problem with strict track limits per se, but the realities of online racing do suggest that the current system would benefit from some tweaking. Either we need to see more latitude given for off-tracks that don't gain the driver time, a general loosening of the margins that are available, or a bigger emphasis placed on building reputation and safety rating. The latter could take the shape of a licensed progression system like we see in other sims, which would reward consistently clean driving and would incentivize racers to not abuse the track limits in place, even if it means slower lap times overall. My gut says RaceRoom would probably benefit from all three, but let me know what you think in the comments. Finally, while the spotlight is rightly on the new ranked racing at the moment, there's still a sizable chunk of the RaceRoom community who enjoy offline racing. A relatively quick update that could enhance these sessions, and that builds on an existing feature, would be to significantly expand the existing racing presets in the sim. If you don't know what I'm talking about, racing presets are a one-click option to generate realistic racing rules for a race weekend or championship that stay authentic to a particular series. RaceRoom has a few of these, but they don't appear to have been updated in more than a decade. There is surely scope now to include new presets that reflect both more modern machines and a suite of new historic content that has been offered recently. Doing so would give players easier access to realistic racing offline and would provide one more way to quickly enjoy new content that's been added to the sim. AMS2 and iRacing have both recently added similar features, but RaceRoom got there first. Now it's time to expand the feature and give us all more reasons to race. So look, RaceRoom is on the rise right now with a renewed sense of energy around the refreshed ranked servers drawing in more players to the sim. The question now is how it maintains and builds on that momentum, and I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. Of course, if you'd like to see just how good the racing can be today, well, you can check out the videos on screen now.